Yo guys, here for the fourth episode of our Paris career mode on FIFA 18. Coming into today's episode, starting off with a match against a second v 7th AC I ain't got a clue how you pronounce it. If someone can leave it in the comments, then please do. How you pronounce that team's name. But yeah, going into this game, going off the back of a brilliant win in the last episode, the last league game we played, because obviously the last episode of this episode of last episode, shall I say, was a cup game. But the last league game we played brilliantly, won it 5-2. Bit of a spoiler if you haven't watched that episode, but you really should go back and watch it because it's the best episode there was so far, and it was absolute brilliant game. But as you see, coming into this game, should be going off the back of that form. Hopefully we can push on from that, but we don't really start in the same way as we should have, as they come forward straight away, get a shot on target, good goalkeeping, good save to turn it behind for a corner, but they don't actually produce hope from it. But they do come back forward just minutes later, trying to get the ball into the box, working the ball around the edge of the area. Somehow beats the defender, smashes the ball with a half volley, and luckily for us it goes over the bar. It doesn't trouble the keeper, it doesn't go far over the bar. It was a very good shot, but luckily for us the ball does go over the bar and behind for a goal kick. Here we come forward on the ball just a few minutes later again, just trying to attack. This is basically our first attack of the game, and a good shot there from Alarme, but just wide. Very good shot, but not enough curve on it there from the midfielder. Just trying to bend that ball in the far corner, but couldn't quite do it, unluckily for us. But we do come back on the attack a few minutes later again, just trying to work the ball in the middle of the pitch, but find some great space in the middle of the park, cuts inside and somehow misses that shot, but it does get turned in very easily there. Open goal pretty much. There was a couple of defenders on the line that probably should have blocked that shot, but Alarme makes up for his missed chance earlier on in the game by finishing this off. Like I say, I think the defender and the keeper should have done a lot better there, because should have been no way that he could have been able to score that. But we should have probably scored the first shot as well. It wasn't. If he should have got a bit more curve on that, and it should have went in the back of the net first time round. But we finish it off second time round, so I can't complain really. It is 1-0, and that's brilliant for us. As you see, they're knocking the ball around in the middle of the park. As they come forward, they find some great space, an absolute smashing shot, unbelievable finish. When that went in, I wish not that I had took a shot like that and it was actually my team that had scored it, but unluckily we do concede that finish, and it is one apiece. Absolute unbelievable finish. As you see, he picks it up on the edge of the area here as his teammate lays it off to him. First time finish, and there's a lot of curve on that shot to put it into the back of the net, and there it seems like it went through my player's arm, but really, does it really matter? Because otherwise it would have just been a handball and probably a penalty anyway. But very nice finish from their team there, and does make it 1-1, probably the best goal of the season so far that we've seen in these games anyway. As we see, going into the second half here, trying to work the space, trying to get as much space on the ball as we can, find another through ball, and it was very easily through ball there, and a great finish from Pierre Liège again, who was the new signing at the beginning of the season, and he was and has been, since he signed, one of the best players on the team by far. He's a bit like Murphy in Albertan career, if you've been watching that. He's a bit like that. He's very good at getting forward and very good at defending and laying players off and everything like that. He's just like the centre point of the midfield. He's playing brilliantly at the moment, and he puts his second goal of the season in to show how well he is playing, and makes it 2-1 to us. As there, you see we intercept one of their passes, but they do win the ball back very easily. A brilliant pass forward from there, but look at the space that we left, and it makes it 2 apiece. We left them so much space, time and effort on the ball. There was no one trying to close him down at all, and really should have been, but no one did, and it makes it an easy finish for him. As you see here, everyone floods towards the box and no one even tries to get back to help. Masses and masses of space, and he puts it far into the right hand corner, and there was no chance of the keeper saving that at all. Brilliant finish for them, terrible for us, but it does make it 2 apiece, and that's the way that we have to know that we have to be defending a lot better than that. As you see here, a massive opportunity. We should have done so much better there in the 90th minute. As you see here, we just pretty much threw on goal with a 3-on-2 opportunity, and we absolutely fluffed the chance. But that is how the game ends. It is 2 apiece. We're still unbeaten in the league, even though that was a draw. Still unbeaten, and that's all we can ask for, really. Even though I don't think we deserve to win that game. I think the draw probably was the best outcome, and probably the most suitable outcome for that match. As the team, I wouldn't say we're playing brilliantly like they were in the last games. They were pretty lacklustre in most of the parts, as you see here. Now, we got a couple of offers for a couple of players, but we reject them both because we don't really want to be getting rid of the players that were actually offered. As here we go into the next game, drop down a position into third coming into this game, but we are playing AJ in this game, team that is the lowest scoring team in the league at the moment, which really, that's a very big help to us, but because of how poorly we defended in that last game was absolutely dreadful. And hopefully, being as this is a low scoring team, we can maybe push on from that and hopefully at least stop them from scoring. As you see, we come forward early on the ball, a massive amount of space, massive gap left, and again another goal for Pierre Liège. Bangs it in 2 goals in 2 games now for him. Absolutely brilliant performances in both games, and again just proving that he is that player in midfield that can get forward and score goals and just open up the defence pretty much. As you see there, we just open up the defence with a massive gap. The attacker pulls away one way, he runs through the gap, and it's just an easy finish when he gets into that gap. There is no chance of stopping it, and that is their goal of the season so far. Hopefully he can push on and score a few more as well. As you see here, we come forward on the ball again, try and make as much space as possible. We get very lucky there, and look at the space that was left again, but somehow I fluffed that chance. Pierre Liège should have finished that, and it should have been his second goal of the game, because I should have done so much better there. There was so much time and space for me, but I took the wrong touch in the end, and it just didn't work. But all game we was just opening up their defence, and they were not really doing a lot, to be fair. They weren't attacking as much as I thought they would be, being as I know they're the lowest scoring team, but sometimes you get these low scoring teams and they're very hard to defend against sometimes because they're trying to score so badly. But this team just weren't doing anything against us, really. As you see here, we come on another attack, trying to split open the defence like we have all game and find a great cross in, but unluckily for us, can't find the header to connect that with and try and score the goal. It didn't quite work out for us. But here we've come to their first pretty much like good attack of the game, and they try and take a first time shot straight across goal, and it just fizzles out and goes wide. unluckily for them. But it wasn't the best of shots. As you see here, they're trying to put a bit more pressure on us now as they come forward on another attack, trying to open up the defence. As you see here, we get an interception and play the ball out from the defence, well, trying to at least, and Nick getting very lucky there, but they do win the ball back, going forward, trying to find that space in the middle, and they're getting very lucky every time they come forward. But here they're just being very, very patient on the edge of the box, trying, just knocking the ball around, trying to find that space as they whip the cross in, they clear again, and then it comes back to them. They get it into the box and it makes it one apiece. Honestly, in that attack, I could just feel that goal coming, because every time I tried to get the ball clear, any time I tried to do anything with the ball and try and get the ball away from the goal, it automatically just land back towards them, and every time something happened, they were just finding the ball back at their feet, and it ended up resulting in that goal to make it one apiece against the lowest scoring side in the league. This is just disappointing now, and it was just dreadful thinking that they were the lowest scoring side in the league, and letting them score a goal just isn't good enough. As you see here, we do come straight on the attack though, find a great gap in the defence again, smash the ball against the post, and unluckily St. Louis just couldn't quite find the pace to get back to the ball in time. As you see here, they come on the attack, we get very lucky with an interception as they take a shot, and I don't know what he was doing there with that shot. Really shouldn't have took that shot at all. It was going wide, whether it hit our defender or not there, it seemed. So even if they didn't, we shouldn't have really got in the way of that shot, because there was no chance of it going in the back of the net. It was going wide all the way. But the play does get in the way of the shot, and it goes out for a corner. As you see here, they whip the ball into the near post. He takes the shot, and luckily for us, it just fizzles past the post and goes out for a goal kick, because I don't know what the defence are doing there. No one's on him, and he just breaks free. Yatara, who scored their goal, just breaking free, and it seemed like ever since he came on, he was just causing so many problems. But we do come forward here on the ball, make a bit of space, we take the shot, but the keeper is equal to it. Unluckily, we seem to be getting a lot of chances in the 90th minute, but not converting them like we should be. As you see there, he does make a great save, and it does go out for a corner, but don't come to anything. And here you see, it is the end of the game. It does finish 1-1. Very, very disappointing games from us, really. 2 draws. Yes, we are still unbeaten in the league, but we should be doing better than what we had there. Especially the second game, with how many chances, like clear-cut chances in that first half. We should have had the game dead and buried in that first half. But we couldn't quite capitalise on what we had, which is a shame. But we do go into the transfer deadline day. There was pretty much nothing happening. We got 2 offers from Le Bon, which we go ahead and reject on both. And that was the end of the episode, guys. So thank you for watching. If you liked, please hit the like button. If you think there's something that I can do in my videos to improve them, please leave a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And peace.